Hi and welcome to T10 Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed. Here I'm with the latest news for 4th November 2023. Saudi Arabia Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi discussed Gaza crisis. The Saudi Foreign Ministry and his Chinese counterpart held talks over the phone on Friday, the kingdom's foreign ministry said. During the call, Prince Faisal bin Farhan thanked Wang Yi for China's support for the UN resolution issued last Friday, which called for an immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and for an urgent humanitarian truce amid Israel's war with Hamas. United Arab Emirates warns against regional spillover from Gaza war. The UAE warned on Friday against the risk of regional spillover from the Israel-Hamas fighting in Gaza, highlighting its effort to secure an immediate and full humanitarian ceasefire to facilitate aid. Speaking at the World Policy Conference in Abu Dhabi, Noor Al-Kabi, the UAE Minister of State and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said it was important to look at the war within the broader context of the rising geopolitical challenges and the underlying issue of terrorism. Japan Foreign Minister met Israel and Palestinian counterpart to express his humanitarian concern need to protect civilians. Japan's Foreign Minister Yuko Kamikawa met with her Israel counterpart Eli Cohen in Israel on Friday and expressed concern over the humanitarian situation in Gaza, the Foreign Ministry reported. First Indonesians leave Gaza after difficulties to ensure safe passage. Indonesia have evacuated 4 nationals from the Gaza Strip, its foreign ministry said on Friday, after a complex effort to ensure safe passage for them. 10 Indonesians have been living in the densely populated Palestinian enclave which has been under constant fire since October 7, when Israel warplanes began the daily bombardment of residential buildings, school and medical facilities in retaliation for an attack by the Gaza-based militant group Hamas. Come Dine for Palestine fundraising gala to take place in London. The charity Medical Aid for Palestinians will benefit from a fundraising gala titled Come Dine for Palestine 2023 on November 12, an event it described as a night for hope and solidarity for the Palestinian people. The ticketed event at Eternity Hall in the Walthamstow area of London was organized by British Pakistani human rights activist Arifan Naseem and promised to be a remarkable gathering filled with entertainment, inspiring guest speaker and an auction, all in support of MP's vital work. Pakistan President Arif Alvi signed the election date. The Election Commission of Pakistan has submitted a notification to the Supreme Court regarding holding the general election on February 8. On Friday, hearing was held in the Supreme Court on the petition filed to hold 90-day general election in the country. A 3-member bench headed by Chief Justice Qazi Faiz Isa heard the case. After a break in the hearing, the Attorney General said that the letter signed by President Arif Alvi has been submitted to the court and said that he has agreed to the date of February 8. The President letter was submitted to the court by a grade 22 government officer. Conducting elections, if anyone has doubts, talk to wife instead of TV, says Chief Justice of Pakistan. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan, Qazi Faiz Isa, while writing the order in the case of determining the date of the general election, said that if anyone still have doubt, he should talk to his wife instead of expressing his views on TV. On Friday, while dealing with the petition filed to hold general election in the country in 90 days, the court wrote detailed orders. Meanwhile, the Chief Justice asked the Attorney General, the 4 province and the Advocate General of Islamabad as well as the journalists present in the court if anyone has any objections. Health card project announced in Balochistan, free treatment up to 10 lakh rupees. The caretaker government of Balochistan has announced the release of the delayed health card project, after which the identity card of the patient will be considered a health card from which every poor and rich citizen of the province will be able to benefit. Official says that under this project, 22 lakh families of the province will be able to get treatment up to 1 million rupees annually in 1200 hospitals of the country. Caretaker Chief Minister Mir Ali Mardan Domki inaugurated the project during a ceremony at the Chief Minister's Secretariat Quetta on Friday. The Caretaker Chief Minister said that today is a historic day because the dream of providing quality public health facility to the people of Balochistan is being fulfilled. He said that every person of Balochistan will get free treatment on his health card without discrimination only on his ID card. According to the Balochistan government, the project was announced by former Chief Minister Jam Kamal Khan in 2019, but it took 4 years to implement it. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken says we need to do more to protect Palestinian civilians. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said more needs to be done to protect Palestinian civilians in Gaza and that without that there will be no partners for peace. Speaking to reporters in Tel Aviv on Friday, Mr. Blinken also said we need to substantially and immediately increase the sustainable humanitarian assistance into Gaza. India will collaborate with Sri Lanka on debt treatment. India will continue collaborating with Sri Lanka on debt treatment while the island nation attempt to emerge out of last year's grave economic crisis, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman told President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Sri Lanka must bring its major creditors including China, India and Japan on board for a debt treatment plan agreeable to all in order to unlock the second tranche of the International Monetary Fund and Extended Fund Facility. Bangladesh arrests more opposition leaders as Prime Minister Hasina reject dialogue. Bangladesh main opposition party said on November 3 that 3 more of its senior leaders had been arrested after Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina ruled out talk with advisors demanding her resignation. The past year has seen a series of huge rallies against Ms. Hasina administration across the country by protesters demanding a neutral caretaker government preside over elections slated for January. Hundreds of senior cadres and supporters of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party have been arrested, with former Commerce Minister Amir Khosrow Mohammad Chowdhury among those taken into custody overnight. India and Italy signed mobility and migration partnership agreement for movement of workers, students and professionals. India and Italy signed the Mobility and Migration Partnership Agreement to enable seamless movement of workers, students, and professionals after External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar held a comprehensive and productive meeting with his counterpart Antonio Tajani. Mr. Jaishankar is in Rome on the last leg of his 4-day visit to Portugal and Italy. 7 years after it was first announced India to open new consulate in Seattle. 7 years after the government had first announced plans to open its 6th consulate in the US city of Seattle, home to many big technology companies, the Ministry of External Affairs has appointed its first consul general in Seattle. The NY Joint Secretary Prakash Gupta is MEA's point person for all multilateral coordination on United Nations issues. He had earlier served in India's permanent mission at the UN. Indigo Airline braces for a high number of grounded planes from January. Indigo Airline, India's largest airline in market share and fleet size, and it is bracing for a high number of grounding beginning next year due to Pratt & Whitney's latest manufacturing flap from a rare powder metal defect that could cause cracks in engine components. Globally, we understand that a large number of incremental engines are being removed for shop visit between 2023 and 2026, said Chief Financial Officer Gaurav Negi. NIA arrests 2 more accused in PFI-related cause. The National Investigation Agency has arrested 2 more personnel allegedly linked to Popular Front of India for their alleged involvement in a criminal conspiracy to make recruitment for the banned outfit. The accused have been identified as Wajid Ali and Mubarak Ali, who are residents of Kota in Rajasthan. The agency alleged that they, along with the previously charge-sheeted individually in the case Mohammad Asif, Sadiq Sharaf and Mohammad Suhail, organized weapon training camps in Jaipur and Kota. Supreme Court asked CBI AP Chief Minister Jagan to respond to petition seeking transfer of DA case trial to Delhi. The Supreme Court on November 3 asked the Central Bureau of Investigation and Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy to reply to a petition to transfer the trial of a disproportionate asset case to a court outside Telangana. A bench headed by Justice Sanjeev Khanna issued notice on the petition filed by YSR Congress Party Member of Parliament Raghu Ramakrishna Raju to transfer the case to Delhi. The Supreme Court received 3,688 requests for adjournment from lawyers between September 1 and November 3 as soon as the case were listed for hearing, compelling Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud to announce in open courtroom on Friday that he does not have a Tariq pe Tariq court. The Chief Justice said the adjournment slips were circulated the moment the cases were listed following urgent mentioning by lawyers for early hearing. Pakistan opened more border center to expedite return of undocumented Afghans. Pakistan opened more border center on Friday to expedite the return of tens of thousands of undocumented Afghan nationals, and officials said, ignoring call by refugee group to reconsider its mass explosion plans. Facilities at the northwestern border crossing of Torkham, where most immigrants are re-entering Afghanistan, have been increased 3 times to cater to the rising number of returnees, said Abdul Nasir Khan, Deputy Commissioner for the Khyber district. That's all in today's headlines. Keep watching TTN Info TV SK channel by subscribing and do hit the bell icon to receive notification and more updates.